All right, I think he actually leads off your favorite segment on X's and Omar, true or false. Can you explain this to me? Because
Yes.
this is my first X's and Omar. I need an explanation of this
Very
game.
simple explanation of the game. You ask a question that the Twitter fans out there, if you want to hit the show, we're actually going to do a quick overtime after the show. Hashtag the question, X and Omar, or put it in the comment section, and we'll find it. You ask a question, true or false, I give you the answer in the format.
All right. So it's kind of rapid fire type thing. Jim Thomas, true or false, Bill Lazor has no idea what to do with Jordan Cameron.
Well, he certainly made it work with Charles Clay. They're very similar players, except for Jordan Cameron's probably a better red zone target. I would love to see him get be isolated out as on the ends. Throwing jump balls to Jordan Cameron and seeing if he can use that basketball skills. But I say that's a false. Bill Lazor knows how to use a tight end.
Dan Campbell, of course.
And in fact, when he was with the Eagles, tight ends were heavily used in that offense.
Okay. And Dan Campbell, former obviously
former tight end
coach. Those two together should know exactly what to do with
Jordan
the guy.
Cameron's issue is injury more so than whether or not he's good or whether or not Ryan Tannehill knows how to use him. Do they have chemistry? No, but yeah.
Okay. So Juan asks, let's see here. True or false? If Dan Campbell wants a real shot at the head coaching position, he needs to part ways with Bill Lazor now. Does he mean now? Like this week?
I would say that's false because anytime you replace an executive, it creates change and process. But I think Al Saunders, I'd be a lot more comfortable if Al Saunders has a heavier involvement in it. Let's hit some of these true or false questions quickly.
Okay.
Trifected. Asked true or false, after Seymour, Bobby McCain, Jay Ajayi, this draft class is better than you give him credit for. My answer to that question is no. And primary reason is your top two guys aren't really doing much in this draft class. And that's where your stock is. Devontae Parker and Jordan Phillips are just role players. And in fact, the top three guys, Jamil Douglas, got benched. So draft class is not good.
We've seen some promise from Ajayi over the past couple of games, though, right?
Yes, definitely. He's going to get a heavier workload.
All right, true or false, Devontae Parker catches 10 balls this year.
I'm going to say that's true. I'm going to put it right around 10 to 12. They're going to try to get him involved probably in the last month. He needs an injury to get more involved, but it's a redshirt season for Devontae Parker.
All right, here's one from Richard J. Simon. In retrospect, Jordan Phillips was a solid pick.
No, he's decent, and I would love to see him play a little bit more, but I don't see and hell, you got to rebuild that entire defensive line, including the defensive tackle. So maybe he's a piece that you could use in 2016.
Sure.
But this season, I would love to see him play more because Earl Mitchell is not getting the job done. I'm a little bit more comfortable with C.J. Mosley playing next to Ndamukong Suh right now, but Jordan Phillips needs to play about 15 to 20 snaps a game.
Okay, we got to move along quickly here. We have one more from Dave. Olivier Vernon and or Lamar Miller will be a Dolphin next season. These questions are always tough to answer.
One, probably not both. I don't see Olivier Vernon returning, even though he's a Miami guy. I think Olivier Vernon is not going to play for a cent less than the highest contract offered. It's usually about money with OV because he's been paid so little for what he's contributed. And Lamar Miller, running backs, I say he's going to be back because there is rarely ever a market for running backs.
Well, and plus, there's so much up in the air at this point. Do we know if Cam Wake is coming back? I mean, that's another thing altogether.
That's a no.
That's a no. That's my question. That's a false.
I don't think so. We'll see. Everything's up in the air. We don't even know who's going to be running the Dolphins in a year.
Exactly. So that question's tough.
Final segment of X's and Omar is the prediction time. We generally give our predictions on how we think that this game is going to be played out. I have not even thought for 1 second about it, but I am going to actually go on my gut instincts and say that the home field advantage is going to be favorable for the Dolphins. I'm going to predict a 20-17 Dolphins victory over the Dallas Cowboys. I think Dan Campbell is going to do just enough to make it tough for you to not hire him.
I picture that too. I mean, you disagree with me a little bit, but just the stigma of these two teams is late in games, you're biting your nails, you're nervous they're going to find a way to lose, and Dallas fans, I'm sure, are the same way lately with Tony Romo has a history of that too. I'm going to say 24-20 because of the home crowd, but also because they're going to look at into the eyes of Dan Campbell and see a pretty intense guy. I think they want to win for this guy. I really do. You see those post-game speeches?
Especially because this is the team he grew up rooting. This is his hometown team, the team that he played for.
Yeah.
This is going to be a win-win for the Gipper kind of situation. situation.
All right. That's it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Flag.
Our challenge this
What
late.
the heck is going on here?
This is like the Fiesta Bowl of 2001. We think the game is over, and then here's like there's a flag.
We should have gotten out of here.
And you know what? Of course, this one is about Ryan Tannehill.
Of course, it's about Ryan Tannehill.
So you said that Ryan Tannehill improved tremendously, but Phenopoly says that I don't know what game you're looking at or who you're looking at.
Tremendously in deep balls. I didn't say a game.
Well, yeah. He said Ryan Tannehill still can't throw a deep ball.
He's connected on one every game. Like, what more do you want from the man? Haters gonna hate. I'm not a hater, even though people think I'm a Ryan Tannehill hater.
When you look at you're right. When you look at the past 3 years, we're seeing something.
It's a deep ball every game. We had 4 last season. You've gotten 1 every game.
Let's not get selfish here, people.
Yeah, we've doubled our deep ball production. What do you want the man to do?